I'll preface this by stating that unfortunately this video will be outdated even if you're watching in the millisecond it's done processing and public on YouTube. Secondly, my biggest resource for this is the Reddit post, which is trying to catalog every post related to these issues, link in the description. I will try my best to quickly summarize the situation, then what you/people should be doing about it. This situation started with the Super Smash Bros. Community and has largely been from there. A victimized player, known as Puppet, confessed being abused sexually at 14 years old by other player Sinope, real name Cinnamon Dunson. At a party, she tackled him during a joke he was performing. He was running from the game in a celebratory manner, also known as a pop-off, and began making out drunk after tackling him down on the floor. On top of this, she had sent sexual messages to him over Snapchat and Facebook over a period of time after they had met at a local tournament. This led to Puppet getting into a relationship where she would essentially hang their relationship over his head and warn him to share this experience with no one. She was 24 and also had a boyfriend at this time. This was the initial tweet that sparked the movement. The next story that became well known was Nairo, real name Nairobi Quezada, and his sexual encounter with a then 15-year-old player, Captain Zach. Not only did Nairobi have a sexual encounter with Captain Zach, he and his brother, Kelvin Quezada, sent him money up to $2,000 plus and told him that he was doing my part, quote unquote, by not bringing the truth out. At the time of this event, Nairobi was 20 going on 21. Therefore, he was also an adult and aware of his actions being inappropriate for his age. This next case is using an article by Eurogamer as a source, link in the description. Joey Kular had sent inappropriate and sexual messages to minors using his tournament's official account. There are also claims that these interactions happened in the 90s and 2000s. While there's no social media direct messages to check for these claims, multiple claims from different people around the same time from when they were minors have been made, all correlating to this man's demands of them. While I am unsure of Keeler's age at this time, he is well beyond being an adult, and like the other groomers and criminals, is both aware and accountable for his actions during this time. There are many stories of criminal activity and inappropriate behavior in this Reddit post, but I will end this last accusation on the case of the player Zero, real name Gonzalo Barrios. He confessed after some strange claims on Twitter, such as a self-tournament ban and various ways of avoiding the topic, that he did something with a girl named Laura in 2014. She was also underage. Even though she lied about being older than him, which makes this instance a little bit more tolerable, I suppose, but still unfortunate and horrible, it one, doesn't change the fact that it actually happened, and two, pales in comparison to the Ice Cube incident, which happened with another girl, an anonymous girl we'll call Katie. Gonzalo met Katie, a 14-year-old, on Skype, and essentially groomed her into following his demands through highlighting the relationship as a special secret and calling her numerous names like Kitten and All Mine. This culminated him to asking her to masturbate with ice and take pictures of it. Thankfully, she declined and refused to send pictures of it. Either way, Gonzalo is either 19 or 20 by the time of the event and is 25 now, making him a legal adult full and through. These instances of horrible, horrible actions are just some of the pedophilia in the fighting game / Smash Bros community. I implore you to check the claims made against other players such as Relax and D1 and form your own opinions on them. Okay, now the summary of a portion of the situation is over. Let's talk about how to react to it in the form of a Q&A session. Question number 1. Is this the end of the fighting game community / Smash community? No. It's a cleansing of pedophiles from our community, and hopefully we'll make it a safer one. Number 2. Should I continue to enjoy fighting games despite top players being pedophiles? 1. Not all top players are pedophiles. But if pedophilia had tainted everything it got involved with to be a forever taboo that can never be interacted with ever again, nothing would exist on our earth anymore. Because I can guarantee you there has been a pedophile who has played fighting games, who has played video games, who has gone from mountain climbing to building rockets. There have been pedophiles in everything, but you can't let them win over your own interests just because you shared an interest with them. On that same note, there's probably criminal masterminds and terrorists who share the same interests as you. You can't let that detract you from enjoying something just because you share an interest with a bad person doesn't make you a bad person. Question number 3. How do I know if a player I like is a criminal or a pedophile? You either know because I told you in private conversation, or you don't. If you do know someone who is a pedophile, report them to your local Child Protective Services Center. Question number 4. What should I do if I know this is happening? Get minors away from the situation and figure out how to cut communications between the minor and the adult. The best option is to contact Child Protective Services for further advice. I'm just a dude on the internet. I don't have all the answers. Question number 5. I'm the minor in the situation. What should I do? Okay, same as the last one. Get yourself away from the adult. Contact Child Services for more information, but also make sure you're in a safe space where any adults that may be trying to harm you or take you away cannot contact you. This can be your parents' home or a public space, but you must be away from them and maintain your sense of individuality away from your aggressor before you contact anybody, because they could be monitoring your phone, your emails, etc., etc. You also don't have to go public with your story. Some people cannot due to the situation they're in, or they do not feel comfortable doing it. So don't feel bad about not going public. It's preferable that you do if you can, but if you can't, it is completely 100% fine. You cannot blame yourself for that. It is just how you are, and there is nothing wrong with it. It took a lot of courage for these people, and it took them a lot of years to find that courage to come up public with their stories. So don't feel bad that you don't immediately have that courage to come public with your story either. So the reason why I kind of clickbaited you into watching this video is I'm going to tell you right now why nobody's making a summary of these events. Because they're fucking still happening. The 01 happened this morning of me recording it. Tomorrow will probably be somebody else who's a pedophile. It's been like 3 days and all this has been revealed. And there's like 20 people who have claims against them on that Reddit thread. And God knows how many are in the other fighting in communities. I haven't even looked at like Street Fighter or like Tekken or anything like that. It's a shit show. It's a super shit show, and it's changing constantly. And that's why I left the disclaimer at the start of the video. Why it'll be outdated really soon, this video. I'm gonna go now. I hope you are careful with your friends. And if you know someone's getting abused, change their life. Do it. Force yourself into life and fix it. They'll hate you for a while. And if they hate you, it's better than them not being around anymore, being them true self, being scarred for life, you know? I'd rather have someone I love that's important to me, not love in like the sexual sense, I mean like love in the platonic sense. I'd rather have them be around to hate me forever than be screwed up by some fucking greasy ass piece of shit abuser, groomer, whatever. I'm Blue, and I'll see y'all next time. One last thing I want to say before I go. I wasn't considering putting this in the video. I'm just gonna say it really quick. If you're using the situation to say that no one should play competitive gaming in Smash, or this is the right way to play Smash, it's all about the casuals, fuck off. This is not the time, nor place, nor situation to prove why your game style or what the fuck ever is better than anybody else's. Treat the situation with real respect, alright? Alright. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.